Yo, what's up? It's Dizz, the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious, and in this video, I'm working on a dark, gothic, house, fucked up sounding beat. It's gonna be fun. Bill. Alright, I like that one, but we need to fix that shit. Sounds a little bit cleaner. Yeah, these claps aren't doing it, and snares aren't doing it either. I know you guys might be like, oh man, he's using Nexus, but I got so many new sounds, it's freaking crazy. We're gonna record it, actually recording the melody. Hope everyone's having a great freaking day. It looks like it might be off a little bit, but we'll just hear how it sounds. But what I'm gonna do is just quick quantize it. Control A to highlight everything. Control Q to move it. Certain, like these notes up top where they seem like they're coming in wrong or late, it's probably okay. Yeah, I think that sounds better. As far as adding the ARP is very dominant, so you should always add that kind of later, unless you want your track to be focused on the ARP. But once you have a crazy ass ARP going all over the place, it doesn't really leave a whole lot of room to do other stuff. So this kick and this pad synth is a better start. I have so much. Oh god, I'm not even gonna try to go through that. I just want to find a good little hi-hat, guys. I don't really ask for much. Hi-hats. Ooh, triple X. Let's see what that is. That could be it. Let's see. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep all this on the screen for as long as I can. But you know, once it gets to a certain point, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm just freestyling this, man. I do not know what I'm doing. Well, I know what I'm doing, but this isn't rehearsed. I'm just kind of going with the flow. Oh my god. So far we're good. Oh, we gotta save the beat, guys. We gotta save that shit. Because if you lose the whole beat and you don't save it, it's your fault. I tell you guys this all the time. Yeah, you don't want your hi-hats to sound too robotic, so we're going to click on function, and there's the time, offset, raise it up a little bit, and when you hear it with everything else, it sounds less robotic, like you made it on a laptop. Let's add maybe some, yeah, I want to try to add another lead. Like a second melody, a real strong one. And after that, we're gonna add some more drums, probably add some piano, background sound effects, maybe add that 808. I have this Tau noisemaker. This has been a pretty good VST for me. I used it in my making retro beats. That was pretty cool. Wow, fills up the whole screen. Okay. It's called Gameboy, and that definitely sounds about right. Remember, this is like a lead kind of whistle sound, so it needs to not be completely on the grid. Organize your stuff, guys. All right, so we're gonna highlight everything, hit Control B, and it duplicates the whole thing, so you don't have to manually copy and paste everything. I'm gonna take that whistle sound out for the first part. In case you're wondering, like, hey man, why you put that sound in there if you're turning it like so far down? The reason I'm putting the sound in and turning it down a lot, because this kind of sound really goes through the whole mix. So those whistle lead sounds don't need to be really loud. Trust me, you don't want it to be super loud. Actually, I think I'm gonna add some piano after we Control S, save it, guys. You gotta save your work. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you. Everything's looking lovely. Things are looking swell. We could just freestyle it. It takes so long to find stuff. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm gonna use the Fruity Fast LP. Right click on cutoff and hit create automation clip. We're gonna see this now on our project file, and I was adding a little drop just to kind of separate certain things. Little break right there, it just makes it sound cool. Does house music usually have a hard ass 808? Probably not. That's why I'm doing it. One take, let's see what happens. Wow, pretty cool. Yeah, so to highlight a section, you click where you want right there, and then you hold control and then hit left click on your mouse and just move it over until it's to where you want and let go. And even if you click right there, it's gonna stay in that section. We're doing pretty good. We still have a few things that we need to do. Oh my god, that sounds like crap. So I'm adding the glitch effect to the end of this loop. There you go, guys. No, I'm not leaving you. That's just how we get the glitch shit out of the way. Jesus Christ. All right, what I'm thinking about doing is adding a pitch drop. So for when we get to this second part of the 16 right here, when we have the 808 come in and that whistle sound, I'm thinking about just dropping the pitch. So you're on the pitch level right here. You can see it. You right click, hit create automation clip, and you get this green bar. Okay. Oh my god. All right, we got that drop. I think I'm gonna take the kick out for just like 2 bars. Move that over so the 808 can kind of like roar on its own. All right, I think we're almost done. I kind of still want to add at least one more instrument, and actually we're gonna do some more stuff. We're gonna add everything to the mixer and make it a little bit more fancy as far as adding delay, reverbs, phasers, all kind of effects to really make it pop more. I might just scrap having the art. All right, we're gonna save it because we haven't done that in a while. What I'm doing now is I added everything to the mixer track, and I'm gonna slightly mix things so everything kind of has its own space. I mean, the main thing is probably the kick, the 808, and maybe any kind of the darker notes that I have from the ARP or the synth. The lead, probably not, because that shit is like super high pitch. So I'm just gonna go one by one. We're gonna do a little bit of mixing. So you hear that, it's got some thud to it. See, if you sweep all that, it sounds like nothing. And what I'm doing is we're going to EQ these one by one, but to actually know how things sound, you have to hear everything together. So let's hear this one. Just a hi-hat. Already did that. Oh, so we have the the house hi-hat and then also like a normal hi-hat. So to give everything its space, we're going to this hi-hat, we're going to move, this is the panning knob, so we're going to move it over to the right. For this one, we're going to move a little bit to the left because we want to clear up some of that middle space. And you know, we're not going hard with it, we're just going just a little bit. So there, give that hi-hat some of its high room. Also cut the lows out because you don't need lows in a hi-hat. Oh my god. I can't have that going the whole time. That shit is stressful. So we're gonna add a delay so it just stands out more. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. So that's for the crash. I did an EQ. You want to boost the ups a little bit and cut out some of that low end. You want to save as much as that low end as you can for your kick, your 808 if you have one, those dark ass strings, dark piano, dark synths, all dark, whatever, anything. So going along, what else we got? I think this is the transition. Yeah. All right, so I added the EQ on it, cut the lows, boosted the highs some. I added delay on it just because I like to do that. You don't have to do it, but if you want to, you can always add it and then always choose how much of the effect that you want to be on it. So it's pretty much up to you. All right, so that's what I decided to do as far as the EQ for the lead sound. It's obviously it has mid and high range, and I kind of up the high and make sure I cut it off below a certain point, which is what I did right here. I could probably go, I just don't want it to lose the warmth of the sound. Like right there it sounds cool, but we'll have to maybe adjust it depending on how everything sounds once everything is playing together. All right, what else we got? Pretty much any track that I make, the piano, especially the dark piano, is my favorite part. I think this is the 808. The 808 is usually my second favorite part of any track. Here we go right here. Probably gonna turn the piano down some. I'm not really sure completely yet. The 808, we need to actually move the 808. Okay, so I'm gonna put the 808, I'm gonna move it over. So on the mixing track, you click on the track, you hit Alt, you hold it, and then hit the left arrow to move it over. I like to have the kick and the 808 close to each other because I just like my 808 to be louder than my kick, and then having your kick and your 808 next to each other, it's a lot easier to kind of see what you want to be where. You know what I'm saying? 808. So you don't want to cut too much out. We're gonna save it. That would kind of suck if you did all that mixing, you didn't save the shit because you suck. For the ARP, we're going to make it pan so we don't really hear it as much, which is right here. I'm gonna highlight all this and then move it down just a track. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it pan back and forth so you don't hear it as dominant. It kind of gives other instruments space. all you're gonna do is right click right here and then hit create automation clip. Now this blue bar shows up. Now the bar is completely in the middle, 50%. You're hearing it equally on each side of your face. So maybe it gradually goes up and then gradually goes down. You're just right clicking to do this. Right click, right click. And we're gonna cut the rest of this off because we don't need it. You just click right there, left click, drag it down. Now you see this automation right now. So when the ARP is playing, you're gonna see this dial right here move back and forth. You'll see it if the whole track is playing. You could do things like add an effect to your instruments, like the that whistle sound that we have. What is it right here? We have the EQ on it, but you could add something on it just so it's not, you know, a default preset that you chose. Add something else on it so it sounds more like you. We can add this on there, a flanger. All right, so we already have the ARP panning left and right. What I'm gonna do is go one further and just move this down, all this to track. And then when we go back to the ARP, how we added the LP cutout, like to make the beat drop once in a while, we're gonna add that with the ARP. So the ARP kind of fades in. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make it real cool. So hit Fruity Fast LP, right click on cutoff, create automation clip, and now you see it right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start it at the bottom and make it kind of gradually come in. Let's see if this works. Alright guys, so that's the video. I could keep going with this, but you get pretty much where I'm going. EQing, adding everything to your mixer track, adding effects, getting your volumes right. And that's pretty much it, man. Let's go. But yeah guys, that's the video. Please like and comment, share the video, let me know what kind of beats you want me to work on next, and subscribe to SuperObvious, and I will see you guys in the next video. Totally for sure.